Hi lovelies, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm sorry that I haven't posted in a while. I know I say that a lot, but it's always true. You know your girl is lazy. Before my last video, I did try and post a twice video where I was saying which member owned each era, but that video got taken down several times for copyrighted content, so I just deleted it from my channel altogether. I don't know if I'm gonna remake the video. It was a long video and I'm kind of sad because I did put a lot of work into that video just to get it taken down. So hopefully this time this video doesn't get taken down. Moving on from that, we have a lot to talk about today. And unless you've been living under a rock, I'm pretty sure everybody knows that EXO did just come out with their newest comeback, Obsession, and I have some thoughts and I want to talk about them in this video. Now, I do just want to put it out there that I am a huge EXO-L. I am not just an ARMY. I feel like when EXO-Ls watch this video, they're just going to be like, oh, well, she's an ARMY and that's her opinion. No, I do like EXO. I actively keep up with their stuff. I love their albums. I think that they have great vocals. I am a huge fan of EXO, so I did just want to say that before this video starts. Okay, so moving on from the disclaimer, y'all already know, now we can spill the tea. Okay, so let's start off with when I first found out that the comeback was announced. So, I go on my Instagram, and this is how I always find out about comebacks, is through Instagram. I go on my Instagram, and I see the teasers because I follow EXO on Instagram. And I see the teasers, and I'm like, oh. Okay, so let's just talk about the teaser photos. Right off the bat, I could tell that I'm sorry, what did SM, what was the goal, SM? Like, they looked like Zombie, Joker. Like, what was the goal? Like, what was SM trying to accomplish? I don't like the concept. I'm sorry, like, I've never had, like, any K-pop comeback where I'm like, I deadass, I don't like this concept. But when those teasers came out, I was just, like, in my mind, I was like, I don't like this concept. I don't know why. I just don't like it. Like, I don't like the photos. I don't like what I'm seeing so far of what this concept is gonna be. So right off the bat, I had it in my mind that I already don't like the concept. Now, don't get me wrong, the photos and the parts in the music video when they were just wearing normal clothes and it was all normal and stuff, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you watch the comeback, you know what I'm talking about. That part was fine. I loved those photos. But the photos when, like, they were wearing all the face paint and chains on their face, and don't even get me started on Baekhyun's feather earring. I was like, I don't like this. Like, no shade. It's not that they didn't look good. I just didn't like it. Like, I thought it was too much. It was just way too much. It would have been much better if they just stuck to, like, the parts in the music video and the photo when they were just wearing normal clothes and they looked great. Like, I don't know why SM had to throw them in this face paint and feather earrings. Like, SM just messed it up. So because of that, the concept for me was a little shot. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Okay, so let's get into the actual music and the music video. So I watched the music video the day it came out in the morning, as soon as I woke up, because I always set a timer for any group that I'm obsessed with. I always set, oh, no pun intended. That was terrible. I always set, like, alarms and I always set reminders just so that when I wake up, I know that the video is here. So I had my reminder on my phone, so I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's EXO day. So I go on YouTube and I'm listening to the song now. And I don't know if it was because I just woke up or if it was because I was tired, or I was thinking about something else while I was watching the video. But literally, as soon as it finished, I couldn't remember any of the song. Literally, as soon as the music video finished and the song was over, I was trying to remember, and I couldn't remember anything. I couldn't remember what I just heard. So I'm like, that's a little weird, but like I couldn't go back and like re-listen to it because I gotta get up and I gotta get ready for school. So that right off the bat was kind of a red flag. The fact that the title track was so forgettable that like I had just listened to it, and literally like 2 seconds later, if you would ask me what I had just heard, I would say I don't remember. I don't know if it's because I just woke up or I wasn't paying enough attention, but I couldn't remember what I had just heard. So yeah, aside from me not remembering what the hell the title track sound like, I went back, of course, later, and I listened to it 2 more times with the music video. Now, my review on the title track, Obsession itself. I don't like it. Okay. I don't like the song. It's not a terrible song. I can see why people like it and why so many people are like hyping over the song. But for me personally, the song has nothing that'll make me want to go back and listen to it again. Like, after hearing it 3 times, I was like, okay, I know I don't like this song. I'm not gonna listen to it again. So, Obsession was a no for me. I only liked this part in the song. Yeah, so besides that one part in the song, I don't really like Obsession, and it's very disappointing because EXO usually never disappoints me with their title track, so I was really upset that I didn't like the song, but maybe it'll grow on me over time. So anyways, once I had made up my mind on the fact that I did not like the title track, I was like, you know what? It's EXO, so I know I'm gonna like the album. I'm probably gonna like most of the album because with EXO and most SM artists, they never disappoint with their albums anyways. So I'm like, you know what? Girl, don't be disappointed. You still got the album. Like, at least it wasn't a single. If it was a single, I'd be really upset. So I'm like, okay, so now I head over to YouTube to listen to the album. Okay, so the first song that I listened to on the album was Trouble. Trouble, I definitely think, is a great introduction to the album. I did like the song. I did like it more than Obsession, actually. And I didn't love the song, but I do like it. Like, I can definitely see Trouble growing on me over time. And I can definitely see it as a song that I will like. So I definitely do like Trouble. So that basically is like... we'll count that as one song out of the 9 that I did like. And before any of y'all comment, there's 10 songs on the album. I am not counting Obsession Chinese version as a song because if I don't like the Korean version, I'm not going to like the Chinese version. So I'm not counting that song. That song doesn't count. I didn't even bother listening to it. So the next song was the song that starts with a J. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. So I'm listening to this song, and I'm sort of vibing with it. I'm like, okay, I like this, it's all right. Like, I'm not, like, in love with this song, but I'm like, okay, it's okay. And then the chorus part, if you listen to the song, you know what I'm talking about. The part where they're shouting, and no. Once I heard the chorus, it was a no for me. The chorus ruined the whole song, and I was so upset because like I was vibing with it and I was liking it up until the chorus, and oh my gosh, what the heck, I'm choking on something. up until the chorus and the screaming part. So, Song with a J is a no for me. The chorus messed up the whole song. No, next. So, the next song on the album was Groove, and SM finally did something right. I love this song. This is the first song on the album that I fell in love with. I really like slow, like R&B chill songs, which is why I think I really loved Baekhyun's solo song. So I love this song, Groove. It's nice, it's peaceful, like it's a banger. Like, how come I don't hear anybody talking about this song? Usually, like, the slower songs on the album don't get any love. But, guys, if you haven't heard Groove, it's a bop, so go listen to it. The next banger on the album, I'm just gonna spoil it, banger on the album was Yeah, Yeah, Yeah. Bro, as soon as this song started to play, I was full on dancing. This is the best song off the album. I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, Yeah, Yeah and Groove are the best songs off the album. Yeah, Yeah, Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying it because, like, it's getting too repetitive. But it's literally, I've been listening to this song ever since I've heard it. Like, it's the only song I listen to now. It's so good, and I feel like this is a lot of people's favorites because I've seen a lot of people posting the song. And this song is great. Like, if you guys ever need a song to dance to, this is the song. Next song I listened to was Baby You Are, and I don't mind the song. It's not something that I personally would listen to again. I feel like the reason why I didn't really care for it was just because it sounds way too generic. Like, I can picture any boy group singing this song. You know, it just happened to be EXO singing it this time, but the song to me, it's way too generic. There's nothing special about it to me. So, Baby You Are is a no. The next beautiful song that we have is Non-Stop. This song actually took me, I think, like 2 or 3 listens to really start liking. Because, like, I listened to the song first and I was like, this song has potential. Like, I can tell I'm gonna like this song. So it did take me like 1 or 2 times to listen to it, but I do like the song now. I like the song. It's pretty. It's a really nice song. The next song to bless my ears was Day by Day. I really do like this song. This song gives me like, I'm like sitting by the fireplace with my non-existent boyfriend, like cuddling in the winter vibes. Like, that's what this is giving me. It's a really slow, soft, it's a really pretty song. So if you're not like really into slower songs, I don't think that you like this song, but I am really into slower songs like this, so I do like the song. It is really pretty. And I am so sorry, but the song is called Day After Day. Yeah, let's just ignore whatever I called it before. And the last song was Butterfly Effect. This song to me is okay. It's a little forgettable, and I could see why they put it at the bottom. I'm sorry, but the song to me, it was just really forgettable. Like, I had to keep going back and listening to it because I was like, what did that song sound like again? It's pretty forgettable in my opinion. But it is nice. Like, I could see why people would like the song, but for me, it's a no. So now that reviewing the songs on the album are all over, I did want to talk to you guys about some other thoughts that I did have about the whole comeback in general. Okay, so the first thing that I definitely noticed when watching the music video was it didn't feel like an EXO comeback to me just because of how empty it was. Like, the 6 members, like, we always have like 8, sometimes 8.5, because, like, you know, Lay, he'll like pop in from time to time. But like, I was watching the music video and I was like, this doesn't feel like an EXO music video because it just looks so empty without Dio and Minsuk being there. So I think that's another reason on why I maybe didn't like the title track, just because it felt so empty to me. And even though Minseok doesn't get that much lines, like Dio is like, he's the main vocalist and he's a big part in EXO's songs. So I did notice him not being there a lot, like throughout the whole album. Like whenever Baekhyun would like hit a high note, I'd always be like, oh my gosh, like I can picture Dio singing that, or oh my gosh, I could picture Minseok singing that, like that would be so pretty. And so like it like felt like really disappointing because they're not there, but you know, we do have to understand. I feel like that overall was like the most disappointing thing about this comeback, was just because it didn't feel like an EXO comeback. Like it just felt like I was just watching 6 people perform on stage. Like sure, they were EXO members, but it didn't feel like a full EXO comeback to me. Moving on to the live stages, on the dance for Obsession, I don't really care for. Like, sure, it's cool. Oh my gosh, I can never speak. Sure, it's cool choreography, but like, there's nothing that really sticks out to me about the dance either. It's just choreography. Like, it just looks like a dance. And again, like when you watch them on stage, like it's just so empty. Like, who knew that 2 members can make that much impact? Like, it just looks so empty. Overall thoughts on the album. The album is good. Once I get a job and I get this bread, I will definitely be buying that album. If you were a new EXO just getting into them and just finding out about their music, I wouldn't recommend this album. I think I'd recommend something more like Exact or The War, but it is a good album nonetheless. So overall, album-wise, quality, song-wise, it's a good album. It really is. So the real question is, was Obsession a flop or a bop? The album is a bop. The title track itself for me is a flop. But this is a pretty good comeback, and especially since they didn't have all their members, it is a pretty good comeback. So I will definitely be supporting EXO. Everybody support EXO. If you're not an EXO in 2019, what are you really doing with your life? Like, what are you really doing with your life? Honestly. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, lovely.
컨디션이 나쁘지 않았어요.
You're so lovely, I'm so lovely, we're so lovely, 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 lovely.